look at that after the game.
Yeah.
And I think that's copyright the fan who's got it.
Good evening, welcome back to 9 Years TV.
The other thing is because...
Who said 0-0?
Yeah.
We sat in before, didn't we? Talking about no 0-0, and we have a 0-0. Was it? Start with you, Matt. Was it a good 0-0?
Second half, probably deserved to win it more. First half was a bit more evenly matched, but second half definitely. Everything was there. Second half, apart from the thing you need to win a game, which is to put the ball in the back of the net, which seems to be our current downfall. We came close with a cross come shot from AU, but probably deserved to win that on the second half performance. First half just much more evenly matched.
And by the way, I've not put the headphones on to do a DJ set or anything like that. I'm just listening to the sound. What do you think?
You know what? I thought it was a good second half, same as Matt. I think they only looked like one team who was likely to win it. I think a bit of composure and a bit of better decision making in the final third, would have seen us probably take all 3 points today, in my opinion. There was one chance where Palmer was through, and if he just got his head up and looked at Luke McCormack, it was in acres of space. we would have been through. And it's just, I think the confidence is coming back. You know, there's positives to take out of today's game, and you know, we stopped the rot in terms of, you know, we had 3 losses on the bounce, we got a draw, and it's something to build on for Tuesday night.
Do you know what? I did say, didn't I, that, you know, I said on the podcast the other night, like the dusty bin, the 3-2-1 trick. We have gone 0-0. So logically, the 3-2. So maybe
You kept a clean sheet.
yeah. So is that you know, George? Is that the small? Is that the things that we need to do in terms of it stopping the rot? So we haven't lost. We've drawn a game. Yes, it's against a team that's around us in the table, but ultimately, that surely should bring a spin. We've stopped that rot of being defeated.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's that first point. It's the first bit on the road to recovery. It's a long one. We had that month or so. We've had, 5 weeks with one match, and every week it's just building match fitness. And I think we can agree the performances are getting better and better over the last few weeks. Today in the second half again, the best we've played in the last month or so since we had that draw against Wycombe. So I think it's one of those things of it is coming, and I think on Tuesday night it's starting to click. And there were a lot of positives tonight, so it's important that we mention them.
Tonight it's afternoon, George. It's still afternoon.
Yeah,
It feels late, doesn't it?
Oh, it feels like it's been a long day.
So we go through the first half. Not much in that first half, was there? I was quite impressed with Cole Stockton. I'll be truthful. If you think about the chance he got when Ben Hennigan wiped him out in the area, his movement's really good. Well, wasn't it?
No, it's Cole Stockton showed why he's scored so many goals this season. But on the flip side, I do think that Ben Hennigan and Will Nightingale, especially Will Nightingale, put a terrific performance. You know, clean sheets, like I said, something to build on. So, you know, first half was a bit cagey, both teams feeling each other out, you know, and second half we built on it, and like I said, I think we should have maybe gone on to take all 3 points today.
George, new midfield in terms of Alex Woodyard and George Marsh. How do you think it went? It was, we no doubt we did miss the creativity, didn't we, Matthew Osman?
Yeah, I think definitely missing the creativity of what Ant provides in the midfield, that ball playing player, that, you know, quarterback style midfielder as we've called him, who we can just find that pass that puts you in behind to create that scoring chance. But I think George Marsh had a good game defensively. He made a lot of really important challenges in the midfield third, and I think it was a good performance from him. Great performance from Woody again today. But I think missing Anthony does provide something different. But I think
He had a booking, didn't he?
proper booking as well.
That was a
proper
booking.
He does love a booking, and that was a great one. It was a really good challenge.
On our Sunday Night Live, when we just first show we did after we announced George Marsh, I said I liked him, and I said that's the sort of thing he does.
His picture. I don't know if we all seen his picture on the pen pick.
That's all their defender saw. That picture coming towards him at place.
Yeah.
The second half, I'm probably going to say again, Ayo Vassal doesn't get much, does he?
Not at all.
Feel really frustrated that he didn't get much.
I mean, Robert's talked about it a lot, hasn't he, about his pullbacks and dragbacks, and it's frustrating to watch, you know, from the terraces, you know, that he doesn't seem to get many decisions in his favour. You know, I don't know what he has to do to get them, to be honest with you. So,
Atmosphere today?
I thought it was very good. I think that.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was very good. I think, you know, I was in the south stand and tried to get behind the team for all 90 minutes, especially second half. Tried to raise the levels. Yeah, like I said, I think the fans are fully behind Robbo. You know, so it's like I said, it's something to build on for Tuesday night.
I was just going to say, it's something that definitely improved. You know, when we had the flair player come on in Terrier Blade, just the fact that he was just, the way he was challenging, the way he was, you know, the chances he was getting, that really got the crowd going.
I'm not laughing at you, George. Did you see how quick he actually come on?
Yeah.
Did everyone else notice that? I was like, he's even quicker running just onto the pitch.
He came on, my dad said, he's quick.
But
That was a really big winner.
It isn't just that he's quick. He out-muscled their centre-halves and was winning headers against a big centre-half who had kept Ollie fairly quiet.
Did he come on too late?
I think for his first game in men's football.
Yeah, I'm just saying, did he come on, what did he get, 10 minutes if that maybe?
Yeah, 10 including injury.
Yeah, probably. I thought it was even less than that, to be honest with you. I thought the sub came on the 88th minute.
Sub was 85.
85 was it?
So
yeah.
that and then
I mean, personally, I would have liked the subs to come on maybe a bit earlier on the 70th minute. I was kind of, thinking I would have liked some changes a bit earlier. But when Terrier Blade did come on, I think he did make a positive impact. There was one time when he chased the ball down in the corner, and it surprised me how quick he is. You know, if he can get up his match fitness and get more minutes on Tuesday night, it's something to look forward to.
And I think that's what the substitutes were in mind, weren't they? Would Ayo Vassal come off and Jack Rodoni come off? One of those, isn't it? Is out there two flair players, but we've got another game on Tuesday night, haven't we?
We have.
And it's not.
Pace.
It's not just this Tuesday. We've got about 5 or 6 Tuesdays in a row now, and I think that is going to be a part of decision-making process, not just for subs, but also for the starting 11.
I'm not sure about sort of 6 or 7 minutes is going to make too much of a difference to them, but it's just about keeping the other legs fresh and getting them in front of that crowd as well. That gives them a little bit of a
You
boost.
sort of wonder, didn't you? Because I'm with you on that one, because I'm like 70 minutes would have been, early in the season we've done 60 minutes, 70 minutes, didn't we? And I don't know whether we have the fitness levels. Terry, I need to learn his surname.
Terry Blade.
Terry, from Fulham. He obviously isn't fit, in terms of the games outside of it. But I don't know about you, but I want to see him.
Yeah.
I want to see him more. I just think it's the stats here: 15 shots to 7, 3 on target from us, 1 on target from them. That's the problem, wasn't it today? I can only really think of 2 chances. One where the ball went across the box. Ollie didn't want to hit on his left foot. Then it went, the angle went, and then Oversell hit the crossbar, didn't he, from across?
Yeah, I don't know if that was a cross or a shot, but if that went in, that would have been brilliant. Yeah, brilliant goal. But yeah, we had a lot of shots, but a lot of them were outside the box. We didn't create anything clear-cut chances. Marsh had a couple of long-range efforts from memory, but like I said, I think if we just had a bit more composure and a bit more confidence, we would have got the goal today. Like I said, the final third, I think decision-making, the final ball, the final cross was just lacking a bit today. But, it wasn't for a want of trying. We huffed and puffed all the way to the final minute.
Do you think that actually Robbo can use this going into next year? He's obviously got a very quick turnaround time, so Monday is probably going to be a debrief. Do you think he can use this to go, do you know what, we've now stopped the rot, we actually play with decent tempo? Because Pompey's going to be a big test, let's be fair.
Yeah. Pompey's always a big test, and it's going to be a different style we're going to need to adopt to hit them. I think we'll go back to more of our press and then trying to hit them on the break, especially with the pace. It would just be how they react to it, and the game coming thick and fast on Tuesday night.
I'm looking forward to it though.
Not much of a
I'm
turnaround.
looking forward to it on Tuesday night.
Good.
That got me going. No, the atmosphere, I think we've all missed the home game, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's been 42 days since we were last
George,
here.
you should stop counting. Just before we wrap up, scores around the league. Fleetwood won at home to Rotherham. We were saying beforehand that was a biggie, wasn't it?
When you say we, you mean George.
I was trying to give you some protection. Fleetwood are a weird team, aren't they? Because their team is not as strong now, is it?
Hot and cold.
But they've gone and beat Rotherham, who, to be fair, I thought were
Didn't
the
they
best.
lose their best centre half as well this week?
They're sold in England under 20 or something,
Yeah,
wasn't
that
it?
was it.
What else we got? Gillingham were 1-0 up, but lost 3-1 at home to Burton. Portsmouth lost at home to Milton Keynes 2-1. Sheffield Wednesday beat Plymouth 4-2, and Wickham run out winners 2-0 against Oxford. And it's starting to frustrate me now because we got such a good draw there, didn't we? And actually, that's a really good score now.
Yeah.
We just didn't keep on there. So
Well, the problem is, lose that game, I think they would have jumped us and we'd have dropped into the bottom 4. So to keep our head above water, so to speak, is absolutely everything.
Well,
Especially.
fair play to Wickham though. They went 3-2 down against Sunderland, didn't they? Then got another late equaliser.
Yep.
So that's. Hey, look, John, that's not a fluke when you keep doing it.
Well, it's clearly all the injury time they're playing at Wickham.
You're so good. You're so against them, aren't you, George? I don't know where we lie in terms of bias, but on that side of it. Guys, thank you very much. I can't wait for Tuesday now. So we haven't moved in with the league.
We won't make any score predictions for Tuesday, eh?
I still can't believe it's 0-0.
I would take it 0-0. It's nothing to me now.
4-3.
It's going to be a 4-all now, isn't it?
Yeah, we had a 4-3, didn't we, against them, and we've done a 0-0 in the reverse fixture. How does that work?
We've got to score a goal now. What's that? 4 games?
Yeah, four games, but over an extended period of time, including some very tough opposition.
Interesting, just thinking to it very quickly. Obviously, 2 strikers that are in attention: Cole Stockton for Morecambe, Ollie Palmer for us. How do you think Ollie Palmer played today?
Well, I thought Ollie played really well actually, but the bloke that sits in front of me turned around to me and went, "Do you think there's anything in Ollie wearing red boots?"
Us football fans, we look for everything, don't we? Or like he had a bit of a Welsh dialect when he started talking. I think football fans as such, we look for that, don't we? But I thought he worked hard today. I think it was more of a working hard performance, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, we've got to get goals.
Yeah, Ollie Palmer put in a shift today.
Have we failed to score at home? I'm just trying to think now. Is it the first time we failed to score at home in the league? I can't think of many games where we've had 0-0. So we don't. This place isn't a place that doesn't normally get goals.
We normally get goals.
So it's a weird one. So maybe that's.
We failed to score the game after Sheffield. Was it Sheffield Wednesday? Or the game after?
Of course, I chuck a question. I should know the answer, but I don't.
Sheffield Wednesday was a 2-all.
Yeah, the one after we lost 2-0.
To Wigan.
That was the only one we haven't scored in.
But then also Nick Zanuck's got a clean sheet.
Yeah.
And to be fair, he didn't have to do much.
No,
Maybe.
he wasn't
In
majorly
the nicest,
troubled.
he didn't have to run behind him and pick a ball out from Cole Stockton. He didn't try anything, did he?
No, he didn't try the lobs. But I think also, one thing we must say today is Morecambe didn't create many clear opportunities. You look at the number of chances they've had, the number of goals they've scored in other games. I think our back four, and obviously Marshy and Woodyard ahead of
And
them.
you were saying with Nightingale.
Yeah,
it's good
Will
for
and Ben
the
both
90
had a
minutes.
really good game, and I think that's the positive today. Not just Terrier Blade up front making a promising start and a promising debut, but we were solid at the back.
Macca for me.
Macca,
man of the match for me. He looks like he's been watching Woodyard. Some of his tracking back and tackling. He was tackling back on the edge of his box and launching attacks. He was absolutely everywhere.
And I think that's where hard work does.
Yeah.
I think that's what we've done today. So I think even though we've done 0-0, I think that's actually a massive thing for us.
I think we benefited from Luke McCormack having a rest on Tuesday night. Obviously, he got hooked off early due to the red card.
Yeah,
I
that's
think we
fair
actually
point.
benefited from that today.
Yeah, I mean he looked fresh. He looked proper fresh
Yeah.
tonight.
Cool. Well, we have no questions in from the fans.
Because
They've ignored us.
15 of the people that are coming. Yeah.
But like I say, thank you again, George, for predicting the 0-0.
Sack George.
And we will see you Tuesday night. Enjoy and have a good evening. We haven't lost, and we move on to Tuesday night.